Yeah, M-A-T-H-L-A-B, it's the Math Lab. It will help you achieve. If you're struggling with your math and you want to succeed, in the Math Lab, it's the place for you to be. Yeah, M-A-T-H-L-A-B, it's the Math Lab. It will help you achieve. If you're struggling with your math and you want to succeed, in the Math Lab, it's the place for you to be. Yeah, M-A-T-H-L-A-B, it's the Math Lab. It will help you.
Applied science, you're going to be using a lot of math and statistics. It's just good, going to be very quantitative. So if you're a little hesitant on the math skills or just feel like you need a review, this is a good place to start. So the two classes we teach in the lab up here are the lower ones that lead to the ones that qualify for applied science. And we do get a fair number of applied science majors, not too many starting out in Math 10, but a few people do start there. And generally, they're people who have maybe not had a lot of success with math before, but we use a lot of math software. We have a lot of peer tutors, and we have a system set up that a lot more people end up successful in math, the beginning math classes, than they used to. So we are actually in room 404 of Harvey Hall, which is the Math Teaching and Learning Center classroom. And right next to us is 403, which is the tutor lab. The reason the program was started was because the failure and withdrawal rate in these two courses was fairly high. The 4 years before we started this, it averaged 30% failure and withdrawal in both classes. 40 to 45% of incoming students end up in one of these two classes. So targeting these two classes could make a big impact on retention. And right away, the first year that we did this, we cut the failure and withdrawal rate in the beginning algebra class and cut it by about a third in intermediate. And now that we've had 5 whole years, the failure and withdrawal rate is down around 11 or 12% in the Math 10 and generally around 14% in Math 110. So a lot more people are having success. I'm actually the director of the Math Teaching and Learning Center, and that includes being the director of the tutor lab as well as the director of the classes. I oversee the putting together the online software for all of the courses, coordinate all of the teachers, do the training for the tutors, and so on. So that's some of the things that we're doing are, for example, we started a math springboard program just this last summer that allows incoming minority students with low math placement scores to come into the lab 2 weeks early before classes start. Another thing that we're doing that probably affects applied science majors, not just here but other places, is that for the last 3 summers we've run a course redesign workshop here on campus in June. And we invite teachers from other campuses all around the country. We've had people from I think 12 different states and 30 different colleges come in and learn how to set up a program like ours. I've been a lot of places around the country. Like I said, I started out with undergrad at St. Olaf. I went to grad school first at the University of Wyoming. Then I taught at Michigan Tech for a couple years in math, and then I went to Michigan State and University of Michigan and Princeton University. And then I taught for 17 years at Michigan State, and I have to say, honestly, that being here at Stout it's really the culmination, I think, of everything I've done. I love working here. And you've got to find something that you're really excited about, not that your folks want you to do or you think is going to make you a lot of money. I guess be true to what you really want to do, or find out what you really want to do, what you're interested in.
To the TAs that helped me succeed, I'd like to thank Crystal, Troy, Boyd, Michaela, Patrick and Nate, Terry, Allie, Wally, Aaron and Jake. I can't forget Dr. Foley, she paved the way. If you're struggling with your math and you want to succeed, then the Math Lab is the place for you to be.